All right, my name is Ellen. I'm the Assistant Customer Service Supervisor here at the Elkridge branch. I feel really lucky that I've had a chance to be involved with this teen internship. I've done some teen librarianship in the past, and I was fortunate to come on board about halfway through this process, and it's been really exciting to see how far the kids have gotten and just the amazing things they've been able to come up with, sort of left to their own devices. Last month they had a really great opportunity to speak to an architect from Grimm & Parker, and they got to on the big board see exactly what this space is going to look like.
So this is the area, the big gathering that used to be for the senior center, and now this is where the fireplace is. The fireplace, and then this could be, you can even do some additional gaming over here, watch a movie. So this can be multi-purpose, but not closed.
The representative from Grimm & Parker was fantastic. She spent the whole time, fielding questions from the students, explaining to them what the space is going to look like, and it was super engaging. I think that was really helpful for them to see, with their own eyes what it's going to look like eventually, so that they know that what they're working towards, is really going to have an impact, and they can see their designs reflected in that space. So it was a really great opportunity to speak to her. We're really grateful she was able to come out. We're doing a little more refining of the work that they've been doing. They are taking all of their committee vision boards and sort of aligning them to their non-negotiables. So that's sort of one step closer to the presentation that they'll do in September. So I think this is going to be a really fun meeting. They're going to have a chance to, relax a little bit and celebrate, but they are going to keep working towards their ultimate goal, which is to present to the leadership in Howard County about their new designs. We are also going to hear from two of the students themselves. So we'll be talking to Ellie and Ming, who have been really involved in this whole process. And they're, it's a really valuable perspective to hear from them themselves.
I'm on the interior design committee, and we're working with two non-negotiables that will be assigned to us for our final slide presentation that we'll present.
I am the co-committee chair for the technology committee. So we have been responsible for coming up with the non-negotiable criteria in terms of technology, such as having the number of outlets, what kind of technology we want, like computers or machines that we want to have in the library once we, in the teen center once we design it. And the other things we're going to do is that we're going to be making our portion of this in the vision board that we're going to present in September.
Talking with the architect, it was really interesting because we got to kind of learn a lot more about how you would set up a space and how it, how you would determine how functional it can be. And she was very informative, answering all of our questions.
So traditionally, we've kept away from having couches in teen spaces, but we can look at doing some smaller, larger seating that can accommodate.
It was really cool to see the very first kind of images of the layout. I think the floor and wall colors probably need to be a lot more subtle, so it's more inviting to teens.
From the meeting with the architect, I personally learned a lot more about the process, the specific process and the specific planning that goes into the redesigning of the teen center.
So what we can do is the dimmability of it. Maybe they're not on all bright, but that colder white lighting is kind of the standard for the county.
It's really cool to see a professional show us the kind of work they would do, and personally, and I believe a lot of other people appreciate that, the people who are actually redesigning the space who looked at our what we gave them. We had a slideshow. They looked at what we gave them, and then they implemented it in their preliminary design. I believe that is very valuable to have that discussion in the process of redesigning the teen center. I thought they were really thoughtful with what they designed from what we gave them. At least in terms of technology side, they had all the rooms with the equipment that it's going to in there. That fit in pretty well with the technology committee specifically. I do believe with some other committees, their aesthetics and the specific layout of the room has some clash with them, but that will be, since it was a preliminary design, they will be fixing that. And the end goal for this program is to come up with a vision board to present for what will become the teen center. So I just hope to see that presentation go well. I hope that the students will crush the presentation, get it through, and that's what I will hope for.
but it's been really fun, and like getting to actually feel like your voice matters in a community that like wants to hear your opinion, and you get to like build something and have it be your like legacy a little bit. It's really nice.